I've never had it easy in WWE. I've had injuries. I was released twice, and just when I had scratched and clawed my way to the top, my in-ring career was over. I could have sat at home, satisfied with what I accomplished, but I decided that's not how I wanted my story to end. I wanted to show myself, my family, and anyone who's gone through adversity in life that you need to take on whatever challenges you face and fight for your dreams.
Well, we might as well get on the Daniel Bryan bandwagon.
The Miracle Kid! The Miracle Kid! 77,000 chanting in unison. Yes, yes, yes.
Right after I graduated high school, I moved from Washington down to Texas to train at Shawn Michaels School. It wasn't too long after that I was signed by WWE. When I first got signed by WWE in 2000, I had no idea really what to expect. Most of the guys on TV had been wrestling for years and years, and at that point I'd only been wrestling for 6 months. Since I was still really new to all this, I was sent to hone my craft at WWE's developmental territory, which at the time was in Memphis. Luckily, William Regal was a trainer there and he helped me out a lot. So with the WWE contract and Hall of Fame trainers, Bryan Danielson was on the fast track to success, right? No, not quite. I was released in 2001, the first time I was released by WWE. It was really hard actually because I really didn't know what to do. William Regal told me this is a chance to learn. This is a chance to go travel the world, find who you are as a wrestler and find who you are as a person. So I went back to the Indies and touring in Japan. But soon after that, in 2003, Bryan Danielson made his triumphant return to WWE. Well, sort of.
Bryan Danielson from Aberdeen, Washington.
I returned for some one-off matches on WWE's weekend shows, Sunday Night Heat and Velocity.
I like this kid. Look at that. Nice monkey flip. Well, you know, this Bryan Danielson is a very accomplished young man. We've seen him in the past, and he's very, very good.
I didn't really have a goal other than it was good exposure on TV. And one of these matches happened to be against a young up-and-comer named John Cena. Surely this would be my big break, right?
Welcome everybody to WWE Velocity. Michael Cole here alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. We kick things off with John Cena against a local competitor named Bryan Danielson.
I gotta say, Cole, I'm surprised Cena's not rapping at all tonight.
Well, that's because John Cena is focused. He's facing Brock Lesnar on.
He's got the shoulders down. He forces his way free.
Man, he just has so much resolve.
Direct hit. Ooh. Back in control of Cena, right back to the arm.
Great strategy, weaken the more powerful Cena by taking away one of his arms.
Bryan sticking to his wheelhouse, not taking any unnecessary risks here against John Cena.
Oh, just looking to control and neutralize the bigger man. Cena, though, back to his feet, and Bryan continues to work on the arm, but now Cena, test of strength, and you don't want to get into a power battle with John.
Absolutely not. Cover here.
And a kick out. And again, Cena powering Danielson down.
Wow, look at this incredible core strength by Danielson.
Cena cannot believe that he can't get Danielson's shoulders on the mat. Gonna try it again, and Danielson able to reverse and send Cena flying. Incredible sequence.
Oh, man, Cena just took Danielson's head off.
As we say, sometimes there's no replacement for brute force.
John Cena with the offense.
John Cena has shown his strength there in the early going, getting the upper hand on Danielson.
Yeah, Danielson's got some technical skill, but he's starting to be overwhelmed by Cena's brute force.
I know it's somewhat early still, but this could be a pivotal point in this match, guys. Let's see how he reacts here.
We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe.
This is going to frustrate John Cena.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
And he escapes the submission.
And good thing, that could have been disastrous.
Panic starting to set in for Cena. This could be a huge upset right here.
I'm seeing shades of Razor Ramon on Raw in 1993, guys. A high-flying nobody is about to be one of WWE's best.
Cena is too distracted by Brock Lesnar on the horizon. He's got to focus on surviving this match.
And there's a kick. Guys, are we about to see a scrawny nerd beat John Cena here on Velocity?
It's ruthless aggression's revenge, Michael. I love it. John Cena got him there.
Painful. Takes him down hard.
You gotta love that kind of aggression.
He hits a nasty uppercut.
Oh, look at this, raining down sharp elbows.
I got right to the gut.
Nicely done, snap suplex.
So quick.
Oh boy, he is rolling. Oh boy, he is rolling. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, I think this man needs business.
I got right to the gut.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Railing it off balance from the drop toe hold.
Look at the quickness by Cena.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries. That landed perfectly.
He's got to hurry if he doesn't want to get counted out here.
Time's certainly not on his side, Michael.
He wants no part of the outside. And look at Cena. Uh-oh. Is he done? He broke out of it.
Cole, how in the world did he find the energy to do that?
One move after the other. It's devastating. He's inflicting some serious pain here. Dropped, and that was a hard shot, Corey.
Yeah, he might want to think about throwing in the towel at this point. Watch out. This is where anything can happen.
Tell me about it. Here's the cover. Dug down deep and gets the shoulder up.
Big match John is not going to go down that easily.
Nobody controls the pace of a match. If you're Bryan Danielson, what do you do at this point as he whips Cena across the ring?
Oh, Cena gets up a boot just in time.
And now John Cena looking to take over. Looking up, put Bryan Danielson where he wants him. And here's the cover. And he got him. Cena with the win over Bryan Danielson.
Here is your winner, John
Valiant effort by
Cena.
Danielson, but Cena was just too much tonight.
A hard-fought victory tonight for Cena. Got to be impressed with Cena tonight.
A lot of guys would have parlayed competitive matches on Heat and Velocity into being signed full-time to WWE, but that's not how things turned out. It's like my wife Bree likes to say, if anything was easy for me, I wouldn't be Daniel Bryan. But before I could become Daniel Bryan, I was Bryan Danielson. And as Bryan Danielson, I went on quite the run through the Indies. Over the course of 7 years, I won my first World Championship and had some amazing matches against guys who went on to become major WWE superstars. Guys like Seth Rollins, Cesaro, all sorts of guys all over the place. A lot of hardcore fans even say these were some of the best matches of my career. Personally, I credit these matches and opponents for helping me build the foundation I would later need to make it as a WWE superstar. Fans on the indie scene weren't the only ones who took notice, because in 2010, WWE re-signed me and Daniel Bryan was officially born.
My name is Daniel Bryan. I've been wrestling all over the world, and finally, I have an opportunity here in the WWE.
Although much like childbirth, as I've heard from my wife, this was also a somewhat painful experience. I came back as part of NXT, which wasn't like the NXT that you know and love today. At the time, NXT was a reality show with rookies and pro mentors. Unfortunately, my pro was The Miz.
People will say that you're great, that you're a star, that you're ready for the WWE. Do you think you're ready?
Yes I do.
Well, one thing you have to learn about the WWE is you have to expect anything.
I guess in Miz's mind, beating a little bit of respect into his NXT rookie.
Believe it or not, we didn't get along very well back then either. I think the most ridiculous thing we had to do in NXT was the obstacle course. Okay, so you're gonna do the monkey bars. Then we go in the ring and juggle. Then you're gonna see how fast you can drink soda. Side note, it was actually supposed to be a hot dog eating contest. When they realized I was vegan and they didn't have any vegan hot dogs, they turned it into a soda drinking contest.
I didn't know vegans could drink soda.
Not drink at all.
I hadn't drank any soda in years. Think, watching that on TV, a grown man just drinking soda from a cup. That's it. Despite that, I did have the tremendous opportunity to show the WWE Universe what I was capable of when I got to face the World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho. I loved watching Chris Jericho from the time I was in high school, the stuff that he did in WCW, being able to go against the World Champion on NXT on the first show. Win, lose, or draw, that elevates you, and I was very thankful for that opportunity.
We're on the inaugural episode of NXT. The World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho, taking on the Miz's rookie, Daniel Bryan.
I've been looking forward to this main event. WrestleMania is on the horizon, but tonight is like a WrestleMania of sorts for all the NXT rookies.
Daniel Bryan was excited earlier in the night to be out on the biggest stage of his life, but that was before he knew he was going to face the World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to learn to take Miz's advice if he wants to survive here.
He's displaying classic offense here. Daniel Bryan with a good offensive show. Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan. Nice move.
Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan.
He's showing absolutely no pity now, guys.
Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
He's inflicting some serious pain here. Nobody comes back from this. Executed perfectly. Message delivered. That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
He's got plenty of gas left in the tank.
Too early in the match to end it.
Daniel Bryan with a great offensive show.
Likely seeing stars now. There's no way that Jericho's going to lose to this guy.
Yeah, but the way this match is going, it's a real possibility.
Jericho, though, needs a breather, and he rolls out of the ring to try to do that.
Wise maneuver from a wily veteran.
I'm not sure if Jericho's going to get much rest time.
What's this guy doing? Daniel Bryan with a suicide dive right off the announce desk.
Looks like Bryan might have bounced off the announce desk himself.
I don't think Miz liked the fact that Bryan threw his body in harm's way, and I can't say I blame him. What's this guy thinking?
Ow, that hurt.
Hey, Daniel Bryan's looked all right at times in this match. I mean, he's been showing us why he's a world-renowned for his ground-and-pound attack.
World-renowned? What are you talking about? What world are you talking about? He's been on the independent scene. It's the first time he's ever been on television. This guy's a goof. He's real. Guys, you're getting ahead of yourself. It's going to be some sort of miracle.
Boy.
See, I told you.
Oh, boy.
This one's over now. Roll him into the walls of Jericho. Tap him out, Chris.
Bryan's trying to fight it.
Rolls through. What a counter by the technician, Daniel Bryan.
Oh, my God.
Heel hook is in.
Jericho's in trouble.
Jericho tried it. Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap?
He may have no choice.
He made it to the bottom rope.
You've got to be impressed, Michael, from what we're seeing from Daniel Bryan.
Did he win yet, Byron?
Daniel Bryan thinks he...
Oh, breaker!
You can't allow a veteran like Jericho any time to recover.
You're right, Corey. That was a rookie move. And now he's going to pay for it, Byron.
That very well may be the case, Michael.
This loser's going to lose again. Lion Tamer.
Can Bryan hold on?
Tap out, nerd!
You got your wish, Cole. Daniel Bryan fought valiantly, but just couldn't hang with the champ.
Yeah, this time, experience was just too much for Daniel Bryan.
And listen, Miz has got to be so disappointed, and I don't blame him. Luck of the draw, Miz got this loser to be his protege, and now Miz a little bit of tough love here.
Tough love? Give me a break.
Tough love.
This is ridiculous.
Miz is obviously frustrated with his star pupil.
Oh, yeah, so you're frustrated, so that's okay. Now you can beat him up?
Yeah, start winning some matches, then you won't get beat up anymore.
That's ridiculous.
You want disrespect me? Huh? I'm a champion.
Miz has lost his mind.
Lying on his back, looking at the lights again.
Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan.
You would think a high-profile match with the World Heavyweight Champion would solidify my status in WWE, right? Nope. Just a few months later, I was released. For those of you keeping track at home, this was the second time I was released by WWE. I thought this time I might be done with WWE for good. But not long after my release, I returned at SummerSlam. When WWE called me, they said, hey, if you want to come back, it's for the main event of SummerSlam. Main eventing SummerSlam, it's just super cool. Old school pay-per-views still holds special meaning. Not long after SummerSlam, my strained relationship with The Miz picked up right where it left off.
Let me tell you something. I'm the pro. I am the talent.
The Miz is almost a perfect adversary for me because we are so polar opposite. The one thing I do respect about Miz, he works very, very hard.
You and me, U.S. Championship match. Yes or no? Yes.
We had our first match against each other at Night of Champions 2010 for the United States title.
The Miz and Daniel Bryan have been polar opposites throughout their careers, making for a fierce rivalry. But the weird part is that the indie darling Daniel Bryan began in WWE as a protege of reality star The Miz at NXT.
Miz and Daniel Bryan were teammates in name only. You know, some NXT pairings, like myself and Dolph Ziggler, had excellent pro-rookie relationships. Miz and Bryan, however, hated each other from the very start. Incredible! This has to be it.
Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan.
Oh no!
Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
The Miz with the offense. Daniel Bryan with a great offensive show.
Why would anyone, please tell me, why would anyone root for Daniel Bryan? He's an indie internet nerd. He doesn't eat meat, he doesn't own a TV, and he has absolutely no personality, and he is a dog named Asparagus.
Oh my gosh, who cares what Daniel Bryan eats or watches or what his dog's name is? He's great in the ring, and for the record, he showed a lot of personality when he called you out after his NXT elimination.
Please.
Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan.
Right to the back of the neck.
Daniel Bryan with a great offensive show.
And he lands a savage elbow.
He's going for it all.
I just cannot believe the disrespect The Miz had to endure at the hands of Daniel Bryan. All he wanted to do on NXT was help Bryan, and that vegan nerd never listened.
Whoa, whoa, disrespect? Disrespect? That The Miz slapped Daniel Bryan in the face on the very first episode of NXT. If I were ever to be on NXT, I'd never take that kind of abuse from my pro.
You on NXT?
The Miz is on the attack.
You guys brought up Miz and Bryan's relationship on NXT. Obviously, Bryan can't learn any new moves from The Miz, but ironically, Bryan's hatred of The Miz did awaken the personality Miz said Bryan lacked.
Just a brutal backbreaker right there.
Oh, man.
Right to the shoulders are down.
Oh, man.
Right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
And Daniel Bryan kicks out.
It's going to take more than that.
Great offense by The Miz.
He's flipped the switch, that's for sure.
Just a remorseless assault on the neck.
Now that's the type of move that sends a message to an opponent.
I can't believe that Daniel Bryan even has a championship match here tonight. He basically quit NXT, becoming the first person eliminated. He is nothing more than a loser, like you, Saxton.
Well, I agree with the end there, Cole, but the elimination may have been a blessing in disguise. While the rest of the NXT performers formed a nexus, Daniel Bryan stood against their injustices in the main event.
Pinfall attempt here from Daniel Bryan, and the champ kicks out. Wow. We discussed Daniel Bryan's last place finish on NXT back when he was on that show. Boy, am I glad he didn't win. Can you imagine this nerd in the main event WWE Championship match tonight, the NXT winner earned?
I can easily imagine it. Despite your thoughts, I believe that Daniel Bryan has many more main events in his future.
Going all the way up.
Great effort, but he'd better save something for later in the match.
The human body can only absorb so much of that.
I believe Daniel Bryan has a strong chance of winning tonight. And the guy was trained by Shawn Michaels, who must have taught Bryan a thing or two about high-pressure matches.
What has happened to you, Corey? You turned into another Saxton. Yeah, and Daniel Bryan was also...
Well, what happens if The Miz comes up short here tonight against Daniel Bryan?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, has it, Byron?
Could be on the verge of occurring. Daniel Bryan from the top rope. Miz is in trouble.
Yeah, but look at The Miz fight back. What a warrior. Oh, no!
Great wherewithal from The Miz. Daniel Bryan hung out to dry.
Boom! No!
Just like that, The Miz has turned the tides in this matchup.
This is what I'm talking about.
Wow, what unbelievable act.
Quickly into the cover with the title on the line.
And Bryan gets the shoulder up.
Very nice.
Drop kick.
Oh, right back.
Abuses him with an elbow.
Nice job by The Miz.
Look at this. Miz.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
The champ's in a good spot here.
The mood has definitely changed inside this arena.
The champion into the cover.
And Daniel Bryan avoids the early pin.
Well, unfortunately, yes movements don't die that easily. He's flipped a switch, that's for sure.
Watch it. Miz. Skull-crushing finale.
What a comeback.
He got him there.
Just look at this, Cole.
Wow. 1, 2. Oh, somehow.
How'd he do that?
The Miz with the offense.
Shoulders on the mat. This guy just refuses to quit.
He's still in this.
He takes him down via the drop toe hold.
The Miz's grasp on the United States Championship is slowly slipping away.
No! Miz can't lose here tonight. Not like lapel lock. The lapel lock is in.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
Submission specialist Daniel Bryan.
Lapel lock. The lapel lock is in.
Warm up the bus. This one is over. In case you're keeping score, that's twice, Byron.
He somehow breaks free.
Nice, but he clearly has next to nothing left to give here.
Yet another counter.
It's like they're both somehow one step ahead of each other.
Right on his neck and back.
He's inflicting some serious pain here. Look at this. When this guy's on, look out. Oh, I think this man means business.
Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
Back now inside the ring. Oh, this is dangerous right here.
Look at this. Right on target with the dive. Daniel Bryan, this is going to be big. Lapel lock. The lapel lock is in.
The champ's in a real bad place right now. He did it! Daniel Bryan is U.S. champion!
No, it can't be.
Now let's take a look back at these guys in action.
Hope everybody at home set those DVRs because that was a match you're going to want to watch again and again and again. Epic. That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. I could watch highlights of that one all night long. one of the great WWE matches I've ever been able to watch. This entire match was just one big highlight reel, and I didn't expect anything else.
Here is your winner, and the new United States Champion, Daniel Bryan.
That was a fluke. The Miz slipped, and Daniel Bryan somehow took advantage.
A long road for Daniel Bryan leads to the United States title. Michael, your pride definitely takes a hit when you're forced to tap out.
And I'll tell you, the roof nearly blew off this place in Rosemont when the bell finally rang to end this one.
After I defeated The Miz, my WWE career really started to take off. I won the Money in the Bank briefcase and then cashed it in to beat The Big Show for my first World Heavyweight Championship.
Can you believe it? Daniel Bryan is the new World Heavyweight Champion.
But for every step forward, it seemed like I took 2 steps back. One was pretty big. When at WrestleMania in 2012, I lost the world title in just 18 seconds.
Oh man! A pro kick by Sheamus! Oh my God! Sheamus is the world champion! That may be one of the fastest title changes in the history of WrestleMania!
After that, I was angry and wanted to blame a lot of people for my failure. But it actually led to one of the most enjoyable times of my career.
Daniel Bryan's forced to go to anger management with that man. No!
I formed an unlikely partnership with Kane.
Shut your mouth right now.
The devil's favorite demon is nothing without the world's toughest vegan! No! 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 No!
Kane is one of my favorite people. We almost have the same sense of humor.
Daniel Bryan and Kane hugging out tonight. This is the most awkward and weird thing I've ever seen. There we go, yes! They hugged it out. Anger management, I believe, has been a success.
We just had a lot of fun.
We watch each other's back. Team Hell No style.
We had our first shot at the Tag Team Championships when we faced Kofi Kingston and R-Truth at Night of Champions in 2012.
We're in Boston in a building where many great champions have been crowned, and right now, the tag team titles are on the line. The champions, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth against the unlikely team of Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Talk about an odd couple, Michael. With everything we've seen from Bryan and Kane in the past few weeks, I gotta wonder if Dr. Shelby's anger management therapy can turn these two into a cohesive unit.
What do you know about therapists, Saxton? They've been thrusted into this position while the champions have been centered around their teamwork for the past 5 months. Kane and Bryan only have anger management in common. I wouldn't call that a building block towards tag team titles.
Caught him with a big boot.
On the mark. He's trying to mangle his face here. And his attention is now focused on that arm.
Oh, goodness.
Jam your leg in a bad way. We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe. Clearly on a mission here.
Oh, man.
Now we have Kane on the attack.
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one. Kane showing some expert prowess here. I can't tell you how many victims have suffered the same fate.
Leading up to this match, a lot of praise was thrown on Kofi and R-Truth. Kofi being a 3-time Intercontinental Champion and both having time as United States Champion. Well, Daniel Bryan has his accolades as well.
Of course, Daniel Bryan won the United States Championship at the same pay-per-view 2 years ago against The Miz. He also went on to win a Money in the Bank and become a World Heavyweight Champion.
You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this. Bringing up Daniel Bryan's time as World Heavyweight Champion, he did lose that title in only 18 seconds to Sheamus at WrestleMania.
Why? Why do you have to go and bring that up, Saxton? You know Daniel's in a fragile state right now, and you bring up a moment where he was caught off guard and hit by a now outlawed Bro Kick.
And he delivers a crushing Bulldog. I don't want to know what that feels like. This is a level of destruction no one was expecting. And a powerful kick.
Atomic drop. Boom! Followed up with a boot.
You know, Byron, Kane and Daniel Bryan almost accidentally stumbled into this title opportunity when they defeated the prime-time players on last week's Raw.
I can tell you it was no accident when Kane delivered a hateful chokeslam on Bryan. It just so happened that Daniel landed on their opponent long enough to gain the pinfall. I can't foresee that being the outcome against the champions, though.
Boom! Running STO.
Nicely done.
Oh, man!
Ouch.
R-Truth with the offense. Oh, and a backbreaker.
Right to the spine.
Kane making a statement as we speak. He's inflicting some serious pain here. Tagged in.
Right across the chest.
Kofi Kingston is up.
His shoulders are down. The strikes have a little extra on them tonight. I need to say, guys, if Daniel Bryan and Kane can work together and win here tonight, Dr. Shelby deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, Cole, but I have it on good authority that Dr. Shelby isn't even a certified therapist. My sources on the health board say he dropped out of medical school to visit Tibet on some kind of excursion. That guy's a fraud.
Wow, what a sequence.
Yeah, that was amazing.
There he goes, crashing to the floor. He landed it. You know, I have to say, I've seen some progress in Kane and Daniel Bryan's anger management. I don't think they are all the way there, but there's been definite progress.
I see it too, Michael. We don't see Daniel screaming in the face of fans anymore.
Kane!
Kane with a vice-like grip on his opponent's skull. He's in complete control now.
The situation just got real bad for Kofi Kingston. In comparing Daniel Bryan and Kane's progress in therapy, I think there are two different cases. Bryan had an emotional breakdown brought on by the WWE Universe, whereas Kane has just been sick and demented.
Here comes R-Truth first.
R-Truth back in control.
And he goes for the pin! Daniel Bryan has so much on his mind right now. He was ballistic in a WWE.com interview. The problem is Daniel Bryan, he's a great competitor, but this crowd constantly distracts him. How can anybody do their work when this is going on?
Oh, it's absolutely unfair. Bryan has to...
Check out R-Truth's offense.
R-Truth with the offense.
Ever since Kofi and R-Truth became allies, they've been on a tear in WWE. They know how to work together as a tag team. Then on the other side of the ring, judging from the last few weeks, Kane and Daniel Bryan are far from being on the same page.
Same page? Daniel and Kane aren't even reading the same book. Whereas Kofi and Truth, they're finishing each other's sentences. He can crank it up whenever the mood strikes him.
You're talking about being on the same page, and Truth and Kofi certainly are. But wouldn't you think Kane and Daniel Bryan's shared experience in anger management can create a chemistry of sorts?
Kofi and Truth have held those titles for 5 months. You'd be ridiculous to think that trust falls and yelling at kids wearing ghost masks for a couple of weeks is going to get you the same kind of chemistry the tag team champions have.
Interesting decision here, Corey.
I don't know. I kind of like it. He clearly wants to inflict some more punishment.
Bringing it back between the ropes. You know, I have to say, I've seen some progress in Kane and Daniel Bryan's anger management. I don't think they are all the way there, but there's been definite progress.
I see it too, Michael. We don't see Daniel screaming in the face of fans anymore. He's keeping his composure pretty well. And Kane, well, Kane is still Kane. There is some deep-rooted trouble within that monster. In comparing Daniel Bryan and Kane's progress in therapy, I think there are two different cases. Bryan had an emotional breakdown brought on by the WWE Universe, whereas Kane has just been sick and demented since birth.
Well, one of those things for sure. They're both off the rocker in my estimation.
Great job, Dr. Cole.
Jeez.
Hooked up. Here comes Daniel Bryan sending Kingston across the ring.
And Daniel Bryan looking to put Kofi Kingston away for the tag team titles. Drop kick. Kingston's in trouble.
The
Kane
champs are in peril. The Big Red Machine making the long climb to the top rope.
I don't think Bryan wanted Kane to make the tag.
No, not at all. He felt like he was in control, and now Kane is heading up top.
It's just a matter of time till this team implodes. We know they can't stand each other.
Kofi Kingston.
Look at Bryan. Bryan is hanging onto the ankle of Kane.
Kingston.
Crash and burn.
And now Daniel Bryan. Shoved away by Kane.
This is hilarious.
Bryan with a shot to Kane.
What is happening?
And there's Kane on the top rope. Splash into a cover. New tag team champion.
Oh my God.
No way.
Yes way.
I cannot believe what we just saw.
WWE Tag Team Champions Daniel Bryan, who can't stand each other, but now they're Tag Team Champions.
Kane can't believe it. Daniel Bryan is celebrating.
No amount of therapy could have prepared the WWE Universe for this. This is going to be a disaster.
Can you imagine Kane and Daniel Bryan as tag team champions?
You don't have to imagine it. It's a reality.
And it's weird.
I guess anger management worked, well, at least somewhat, right?
Team champions! I am the tag team champions! I am the tag
And look at
team
this. Can't even agree who the real champion is.
Well, it's both of them, Byron.
Tag team champions! I am the tag team champions!
This is going to be interesting to watch.
There's obviously no argument here. They both won the titles.
They can't even enjoy the victory together.
Oh, watch out!
The Big Red Machine's certainly not pleased with the situation, but he can call himself one half of the tag team champions.